there. So, I'm Priscilla. I am a pediatric dietitian and mama to two little ones. Today I want to talk to you guys about milk. I get a lot of questions. Pretty often I get questions from other mamas about milk. What is the right type of milk? Does my baby need milk? Mainly about cow's milk. What else? What type of questions? How much milk do I give to my baby? So I just want to touch base a little bit on the common questions about milk. So first, just an overview of what and when, what milk and when baby needs each types of milk. So between 0 to 6 months, your baby only needs either breast milk or formula, depending on how you're providing that nutrition for your baby in those first months. They don't need any other type of food or drink during the first 6 months. So if you are not breastfeeding, or if you cannot breastfeeding for whatever reason, your other option would be an infant formula, appropriate infant formula. Once baby turns 6 months and you start to introduce solid foods, babies are still going to rely a lot on either breast milk or infant formula. And then the foods that you're adding are going to complement the nutrition that they're already getting. So if you don't need to add cow's milk there as a main beverage, you can start using cooking if you want. You can start introduce yogurt, cheeses, low sodium cheeses into your baby's diet. If you want to, but you don't need to add you should not actually add cow's milk as a main beverage, not until your baby's at least 12 months of age. So once your baby's 12 months of age or older, you can introduce cow's milk. If you are weaning from the breast, if your baby is not, drinking any more breast milk or formula, you can start transition to cow's milk. Or if you don't want to use cow's milk, or your baby has any intolerance or food allergy to milk or dairy, you can use a no dairy milk. But there are a lot of options there. From what I have studied, from what I have read and compared, the best options if you're not doing cow's milk would be either soy milk or pea milk or goat's milk. With goat's milk, sometimes if the baby is allergic to cow's milk, the baby might also be allergic to goat's milk. So you gotta kind of check with your provider. If you're not using cow's milk, what I would highly recommend is to work either with your pediatrician or a dietitian just to figure out how you can, establish a diet for your baby that will meet your baby's need for calcium, vitamin D, B12. Just because, cow's milk is an easy way to provide those nutrients, but you don't absolutely have to do cow's milk if you don't want to, if your baby don't like cow's milk, or if you have any dietary restrictions or preferences in your family. So that's like the what milk and when. And then if you're doing any other any vegetable milk or plant milk, you also want to make sure that there is no added sugar, but you get the unsweetened version of the milk, because babies don't need that added sugar. So that's like what type of milk and when to introduce the different types of milk. Now I want to talk a little bit about, let me grab a little sip of water here. Makes me a little thirsty. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the amounts. I get a lot of questions about how much milk. So your baby, your toddler, once your baby is 12 months and older and you decide that you want to introduce cow's milk, they don't need more than 3 cups a day. 2 to 3 cups a day is what they're going to need. You really don't want to offer more than 3 cups. And I'm talking here about 8 ounces cup. So your baby don't need more than 24 ounces in a day. Because if you're offering more than that on a day, the calcium in milk can kind of reduce the absorption of iron from other foods. Also, if your baby is drinking too much milk, they will feel full and they will not want to eat the other foods that you're offering. And also another thing is that too much milk can cause constipation. So we see a lot of kids sometimes that they're constipated. One of the reasons is because they are drinking way too much milk. So you want to get those 16 to 24 ounces that is recommended for the day, and then just divide throughout the day. You can do 2 cups a day with whatever meal or as a snack, but not doing much more than 3 cups a day, which is equal 24 ounces a day. Your baby don't need much more than that. So that is the amount, and that would be even if you're doing a replacement milk, alternative milk, that will be the same, because those milk, especially if you're doing soy, pea, or goat's milk, they would either already naturally contain or be fortified with calcium and vitamin D and other nutrients that we find in cow's milk. So the calcium added to those milks would also have the same effect when it comes to constipation. So you want to make sure that you are limiting the amount, and also it is a liquid source of calorie, which is good because it's a way to help our little ones get the nutrition that they need, but you don't want them just to fill up on liquids, just fill up on milk, whichever milk you choose to use. You want them also to have an appetite for solid foods, because there are other nutrients that are going to be found in other foods and solid foods that they need for proper growth and development. So that's what I want to talk today, is mainly about what types of milk and when, and how much to offer to baby, just to kind of maybe help answer some questions. I get that question a lot from moms, so that's why I want to start our Tuesday tip session with this one. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, any insight about what we talked today. Also, let me know. You can just write replay. And I am very active on Instagram. I'm always posting infographics, different tips. I go live every week. I have some videos there just to help you gain more knowledge and more confidence in feeding your little one. If you want to follow, it's at Baby to Table Nutrition, and I'm gonna share the link here with you guys. If you have any thing that you think I can help you with, feel free to DM me, and definitely follow me on Instagram, because there I'm more active and usually respond more quickly. And sometimes I respond to your question by creating an infographic, a post, a video, and then you can have that resource. All right, so just let me know what you think about this session. Let me know if you have any other questions about milk or feeding a little one. I hope you have a great week, and see you next week. Bye bye.